Hey, Christina Brown here from the Brown team at Sage Door Realty. Thank you for joining me again. Today I am talking about disclose. Disclose, 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 always disclose. If in doubt, shout it out. Disclosing does not just affect the seller. The first thing we always think of when it comes to disclosing is there anything wrong with the property? Yes, that matters, but there's so many other things that need to be disclosed by both sides. So first of all, if a buyer or seller has knowledge of information and their agent is aware of the information, that is one of the requirements to disclose. We have to disclose that kind of information whether or not you want us to. Now, there are certain things that we discuss that are kept confidential. Those things must be kept confidential, like the personal financials of either client, or why is the client selling, or why is the client buying, or my client is so motivated. We cannot disclose that information, obviously, without the permission of our parties. What is required to be disclosed from a buyer side? So from a buyer, applying for a loan, you give us a loan approval, we're like, yay, everything's good, we accept your offer. But then you lose your job, you quit your job, your financial situation changes, you become aware of something that will keep you from securing a loan, therefore messing up your chances of being able to secure financing. That is a required disclosure we need to immediately notify the seller of. Later down the road, you do inspections, you send us inspection reports. We have to actually share that material knowledge that's considered material knowledge. We have to present that and make that known to them so that they know what issues were found with the house. And then once that knowledge is made known to them, now it's in the seller's position to disclose that in the future should a different buyer come along due to the circumstances. So there are things to disclose from a buyer's side. Most things are going to be from a seller's side, yes, such as material defects with the property. Does the roof leak? Is the foundation crumbling? Does water and dampness get in the basement? Are there electrical issues, plumbing issues, issues with the sewer line, things of that nature? Any knowledge pertaining to the property. Affect value is also something that has to be disclosed. If you're aware of building a highway right next to your property, or an apartment building, or things that could affect the value, you must disclose that information. Disclose if there's any special assessment or tax changes that you're aware of. You know, hey, next year they're going to do a special assessment because they're going to put in all these street lights or sidewalks or whatever. That is material knowledge that must be disclosed. Things like if there's judgments, liens that would keep you from selling or buying a property. Those are all required disclosures. Now, you can only disclose what you know, so if you're not aware of something, then you're not aware of something, there's nothing to disclose. But anything that you actually have knowledge of, that you're aware of, that you know about, absolutely disclose. It is better to disclose than to end up in court later. Trust me, it's a way better route. If you have questions, reach out. Have a great day.